Alright, we're back for another maximum carnage. We got Mr.Cat on the twins again. So we've seen them play the twins earlier, but we got Hollowmations. Ooh, they're playing Valder. And I'm actually surprised at how little Valder we've seen so far.
Don't worry. There's plenty of games with Valder incoming on this map.
Oh, this is an interesting start. We've seen double Barrett skip to get a riverboat out.
Yep. And we're seeing a sword hitting a fortified village first. Ooh, very early harpy. This is definitely one of the spicier openings.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have to respond correctly to these sort of things.
That is true. But we
well,
already see the mage come out, so...
Yeah, mage comes out, so should be fine.
Very aggressive sword play coming out there. I think that's going to go down to the merfolk, so should be okay. We see the very aggressive riverboat, but you can actually do this play. You can double hit that particular water village with a riverboat and it will go down.
And it actually flips the fortified. I mean, doesn't flip it, just decaps.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Airtrooper comes out.
Valder is actually alone on his side of the map. This is pretty rare.
And yeah, these swords... Valder getting bullied by swords. It's not every day you see that.
Yeah, and I think like in a bit we're gonna see that Mr.Cat, because he's been like keeping up his builds from his barracks every turn, it's gonna turn into an advantage at some point.
Oh, his first sword comes out. And you know, sword crit's gonna do some good damage here. Not take a lot on this counter attack, and actually the other full health sword isn't really gonna be able to push that sword back either, so Balder's gonna be in a good position. Oh wow, this harpy's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, just to building counter.
And harpy's actually very significantly nerfed from Wargroove 1 on that front. They got the extra mobility, they got that extra one move, but they are not good at breaking villages anymore. Okay, and Mr.Cat slowly do a bunch of damage to this fortified village. Gonna probably knock it down next turn.
Yeah, I wonder what's the long-term plan from Valder. I mean, I guess Mr.Cat for the moment is just taking good trades because he has more units.
Yeah. I think he's actually going to be able to push down this village at the bottom because, yeah, if it was skipping builds, then...
Ooh, early frog. I wonder if there's like a specific thing the frog can do. Like, usually it's pretty nice when the frog has like a pull target right after you build it.
Ooh, I don't know how... Oh, I guess you don't get that much groove if your opponent kills their own unit off of yours, right?
They get a kill.
Oh, does it still count as a full kill?
Yeah, you don't get any groove, though.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Actually, that was about not gonna decap.
Yeah, it went for a different capture between the decaps.
I think it actually couldn't decap because it has more than 10% left, right?
Yeah, and also it attacked from the tile where it would receive more counter-attack damage as well, so just another little tiny minutia that is going to cause problems in the long term.
I mean, dealing decent damage this turn, although... Oh, I think Mr.Cat's plan is to like pincer Valder. That's why the swords kept hiding up on top. And now Valder is kind of just alone in the middle of like 4 units. Although the air trooper is coming in to reinforce.
Yeah, we're just not seeing anything get built out of the barracks by the stronghold. The Valder is very much on his own.
Yep, maybe Hollowmations, I think. Didn't.
Hollowmations. There's an M in there as well.
Alright. I mean, maybe they just didn't notice these barracks. That can happen.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, I will say, on my first game on Maximum Carnage, I skipped a build without meaning to, and it really cost me. It could happen to the best of us. In this case, though, Mr. Cat's just going to continue to put pressure on, push stuff down, and I think Valder's going to get surrounded. I think you're right.
There is like some harpies that can come and support Valor. I think Mr. Cat is gonna sneakily like move the twins closer to Valder and until they can reach him with Groove or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right there. Ooh, builds a dragon.
Oh yeah, that's a a very clear signal of I want to kill Valder soon.
Yep. And dragons not as good against commanders. Actually, they're quite significantly nerfed against them.
Flips the tower, so no counter witch possible. And now this this harpoon ship is also not very active.
And yeah, I think Mr. Cat's just gonna win this one pretty cleanly from here. The commander is not near anything like that can threaten them, and they have a big unit leads. They have a production lead as well. They've managed to flip the tower, and I think
Actually, I think like mages and merfolk both one-shot each other. Like, the merfolk is in the river. And that's pretty interesting. Yeah, oh, Balder crosses over to the other side of the map. Probably safer for him, but now his HQ is looking a little exposed. Mr. Cat built a ballista, by the way.
yeah, I think that was just it's a unit that could get in range of Valder where he was standing, but
Oh, that's probably it. I think a dragon, when you build it, actually reaches the HQ on this map.
but you're gonna fly south and take out this knight instead. And I think we're just gonna see this barracks go down.
Yep, just gonna go for the slower win now that Valder is in a safe position.
Yeah, barracks is gonna get. Actually, is a sword's gonna do enough here? Oh, barely not enough. That's a little unfortunate. Ooh, we're actually just gonna YOLO a low health sword into a full health one. Interesting plays coming out here.
Yeah, I think healing the sword probably would have been better here.
Oh,
Ooh,
Night crit on mage, yeah. Mr. Cat. Okay, they're just gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna throw some low health units at you because I can.
Like, you know, I have too many units. I'm gonna get rid of some low health ones.
Yeah. I wonder, can you actually move the ballista into position here where it could hit the strongholds?
I don't think you can hit the stronghold. Oh, maybe actually.
Yeah, I think it can if you give it enough time. But it can definitely hit stuff that the barracks is making.
Yeah, I mean, if you put it in range of the stronghold, it's pretty vulnerable, I think. But also, like, ballista chip on a stronghold isn't currently very valuable because the strongholds heal like more.
Oh yeah, they heal
they
heal double turns, right? So
yeah.
oh, we're seeing the tower get flipped back, so our production is evening out.
I mean,
although I guess
Valder went over there to do that.
Yeah. But on the flip side to that, we are seeing the barracks at the south of the risk of getting flipped. But actually, this barracks in the north doesn't have much protecting it either.
I guess we'll see if Mr. Cat can end this game before. before Hollowmations get something going. Because right now Mr.Cat is in a pretty... I think it's pretty fair to say they have a big lead. But they still have to close out the game. And looks like Hollowmations is now like doing the right things, like building their units.
Oh, I love that frog pull.
Nice, 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 nice.
It's like, oh, you're in the tile where you're gonna get crit? No, I'm gonna pull you onto a beach and then you're gonna get a mage crit. That was really cool actually. And oh, it even follows it up with the riverboat. And I think Mr. Cat could close it out.
Hit first because they don't get countered when they're not on the beach.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, knife crit on Valder, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, yep, that is a lot of damage.
And Hollowmations sent their harpy up north, so it can't like save Valder.
And yeah, I think
that crit should be enough to finish it.
Oh yeah, I mean mage crit against harpy does ridiculous damage. It's like more than a 2x damage multiplier. Or it's more than 200% of their health if you hit them. Sorry. That's the correct way of pronouncing or putting that, but I think they're just gonna lose their stronghold on the next turn. I think they're just going to...
Yeah, the Kraken is over there too.
Yeah, we're gonna see like a frog being able to pull stuff out of the way, potentially.
Or get the 20% damage from collision on the stronghold, maybe?
Oh, more frog. I can't remember what the damage to do to frogs. Oh, not that much actually. Frogs are pretty tanky.
Yeah. Frogs are very tanky. Like every utility unit in Wargroove, just kind of very tanky.
Yeah, that's very true. But I think Mr. Cat just wins here. I think we see dragon.
Yeah, we didn't see any like harpoon ship die on the defense. So even if Mr. Cat can't end this turn, next turn won't be a question.
Ooh, but this is gonna be riverboat crit, so yeah. Takes out the stronghold, and Mr. Cat with 3,600 gold at the end actually. Takes out a very convincing win there.
Yeah, and even for a pretty short game, this replay lasted for quite a while.
Yeah. But well played to Mr. Cat and Hollowmations, I should say. It's always good to see people coming in and trying, and I think what I would hope is they're gonna check out the YouTube, check out some replays from other players and be like, oh, you know, here's some things I could work on. And hopefully we'll see them in Test Gym next month. And we'll see some more games from them.